Welcome to Box Free with Stephanie. Today I want to show you how to make some basic foods with simple ingredients from scratch. And I hope you discover cooking box free is fast and delicious. So let's cook together. Today we're going to make hot lava cookies, which are really just kind of like chocolate, melty, yummy, awesome cookies that come together really fast. And they're just one of my favorite go-to cookies. So this is softened butter that's been sitting out for a while, so it's ready to be beat with my little beater. So I'm doing 1 stick or half a cup of softened butter. Definitely not melted, but just soft and room temperature. Okay, and then to that we're going to add half a cup of white sugar and half a cup of brown sugar. And a little vanilla, and then we're going to mix it all up. So there's my half a cup of white sugar, and now my half a cup of brown. This is a recipe that I make all the time. There's my oven telling me it's all ready for me. That's at 350, so that's good. Half a cup of brown sugar. But this recipe to me seems to come together so fast, and they're just really good. Like especially if you eat them right out of the oven. Oh my gosh, they're just really good. Okay, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, which is about like that. Okay, so then you're going to just beat this until it's a nice and creamy mixture. Okay, then once your sugars are kind of blended into your butter, then you're going to add 2 eggs. And I think one time I made this, it looks like I got eggshell in there, but I don't think I did. We'll find out. Somebody will find out. But anyway, one time I think I did make this without eggs. I used the flaxseed water mixture that can be egg, and they turned out pretty good. And it's a dark cookie, so you can't even tell that there's the flaxseed in it. So I'm going to mix this together. So now with the 2 eggs, it's like really soupy and very soft, basically. And that's what you're going for. Okay, so now I don't need my beaters anymore. I'm just going to do my hand mixing. Where's my cocoa? All right, so now I'm going to add my dry ingredients because that's all kind of my wet stuff. Now I'm going to add my dry. So I need half a cup of cocoa powder. Actually, I'm just going to use the rest of it because that's the end of the container and that's pretty close. All right, and then 1.5 cups of flour. So this is very much like a basic chocolate chip cookie. I mean, it really is basically a chocolate chip cookie, except it's got the cocoa powder, so it's a chocolate chip cookie. But we try not to eat the whole batch when we make them because it's like, it makes like 20 or I can't remember, we'll find out, 16 maybe. But when they come right out of the oven, they are just absolutely delicious because they've got that hot lava and it's just delicious. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I just kind of sprinkle it over to make sure it gets all mixed in. And then half a teaspoon of salt. I'm actually measuring my salt again. Wow, I don't always do that. That's all right. And then that's it. We're going to stir this up and add our chocolate lava bits, which is our chocolate chips. And that's it. So I was talking about that flaxseed egg substitute. If you have like an egg allergy or something, you can mix, you can do 1 teaspoon of ground flaxseed with 1 tablespoon of water, and then you let it sit like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. And then, this is kind of noisy, and then that makes almost like this good binding substance that you can use. I use it in baking quite often, especially when I'm really out of eggs, and especially if I'm doing, I don't know, most anything I've used it for. Cookies, breads, pancakes, waffles, whatever. I actually have this recipe for a 1 waffle, so I don't really want to use a whole egg, so I always use it in that. But anyway, it's a pretty good substitute. So this is what you're looking for. It's really, you kind of just stir it until it gets all kind of thick and stuck together. Okay, then you're going to add a whole cup of dark chocolate chips. I mean, you can add any kind of chips you want, actually. I've done this recipe a million different ways. I started out with doing mint chips in here, and it would be like a chocolate mint cookie. And I thought that was really good. And then you just stir these in. And then I started doing the dark chocolate, which is definitely my family's favorite. So we've kind of stuck with that. You can do semi-sweet, and of course it just makes it a sweeter cookie. And if you notice, it's only got 1 cup of sugar, so it's not like a true chocolate chip cookie where there's a lot of sugar in those. But I've also done sea salt caramel chips in here, and the caramel is pretty good. But the caramel doesn't melt the same way the chocolate does. So, and I can't remember about the mint if that melts. So if you want official hot lava cookies, you have to put in chocolate. And I really do think that the dark chocolate is the best. But that might just be my taste buds. So see what your family likes. Okay, that's it. We're like done already. It's just so fast. And then it's really easy. I don't even grease my pan or anything because there's a stick of butter in here and they don't normally stick. So you don't even have to bother with that. So I mean, this is the kind of cookie you can make really last minute, or even when you have guests over, because you're only in the kitchen like 5 minutes, and then you can be back out visiting, or just when you're tired and you don't really feel like making cookies, you can make this one really quick because it really does come together quickly. So now I'm going to use my big scoop. This is like the tablespoon size, and I really do make like bigger cookies, I guess. I just can't help it. So, you know, and these are really loaded with chocolate chips, which that gives it the lava when they're nice and hot. So I like big ones. I don't know, I just can't help it. So you could do any size cookie you wanted, obviously. You could just do, I mean, these are really pretty big, so you could do like half of that, and then you would get twice as many, because I think I only usually get like 16 cookies, and then, you know, we eat like half of them right away, and then the other half are gone the next day. So I do make this recipe a lot because we just eat them. It doesn't seem to last very long. And then if they, yeah, see, look, I'm gonna barely get 16 here. Guess I'm doing 12 in here, so I'll have another 4. But if you wanted to eat these the next day, you totally can. And if you wanted to like heat them up really quick to get that lava kind of feel, you sure could. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna pop these in at 350. Okay, and then I'm gonna come back in 14 minutes and we'll check them, and then I'll show you when to pull them out right when they're all crackly. So we'll be back. Okay, we are back. My cookies have been in for 15 minutes. I'm gonna pull them out and I'll show you what they look like. They smell really, really good. Oh, I'm gonna throw my other batch in. These are the other 5 that I got, so I actually got 17 today, but I think normally I get about 16 or 18. Or no, what did I just say? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I think I got 17 today, so 16 or 18. Okay, so what you're looking for is your cookies to be kind of crackly like this. They should all be cracked and like spreading out. And then you can kind of touch them, and they are really very soft still. So normally what happens in my house is we bake them, and then I really do try to underbake these because you want that, well, I really like a soft cookie, especially this tastes almost like a soft brownie. So we pull them out, and then I wait and wait and wait. It's really hard to wait for like a minute or two. Then I put them on my cooling rack, and then really you should wait like 5 minutes because we've tried it several times where we just can't wait. So we bite into it, and the whole like cookie really does crumble, you know, like the cookie crumbles or whatever, like it really kind of does. So we're not going to wait 5 minutes today because we're just doing a show and we just want to get to it. But you can watch me if I take these off of here. They're just, you can see how they're just like super, very soft. But they aren't really underbaked. I mean, you don't have to worry about any kind of food safety thing or whatever because there's only the eggs and they're definitely baked well enough. The hard part is to let them sit here and cool kind of long enough so that you can actually like pick up a cookie and hold it, because it just really does. It's like so hot. And you know, baked goods are always very soft when they come out of the really hot oven or any oven. So these kind of underdone cookies are especially like crumbly. Not crumbly, just fall apart. But I bake mine for 15 minutes because they're just really big. I mean, they're like the size of a palm, you know. So if you made smaller cookies, they would probably only take, you know, 12 to 13 minutes, let's say. So so it depends on what size cookie you make for what your baking time is, and that's why you're kind of looking for that crackly thing. And then as they cool, they should almost like flatten out a little bit, you know, because they're all like high and puffed up right now from baking, but they will kind of like flatten out a little bit. Not like flat like a real chocolate chip cookie, but definitely something. Okay, so I'm gonna break into one and try to eat one right now, and we'll see if it really does like just crumble like they usually do. But I just want to show you so like there's a piece of lava. That chocolate, you're looking for that chocolate, that melted chocolate, and that's what's going to make it. This isn't doing too bad. I thought it was going to really like fall apart on me. There's another piece of nice lava. So I'm going to take this bite, and there's another piece. I'm going to take this bite. Ooh, it's hot. These are just the best cookies. Like, I don't know, they're just very simple, and I think still plenty sweet. They taste extra sweet, I think, because they're so hot right now. But this is really your chocolate lava cookie. Can you see all that lava? There. So you really want this one loaded full of chocolate chips, because that is what gives you your lava. But again, you can do caramel, mint, butterscotch, whatever. You could do peanut butter chips, whatever your family loves. So there they are, hot lava cookies. And once they cool off, they won't be hot lava, but they'll still be a really good chocolate cookie. So thank you very much for watching Box Free with Stephanie. I hope you like the show. I hope you make hot lava cookies and your family just thinks they're delicious, because they are. And we'll see you guys on the next time, on the next show. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. Okay, bye.